NoFap is a lifestyle. Many self-development YouTubers have said those words, but not many have explained what they actually mean. And that's where this video comes in. In this video, I want to explain to you guys what that means and how you can actually apply that into your day-to-day life. Now, first of all, let me just say this. The vast majority of men on NoFap are struggling. And I personally define struggling as not being able to go past 1 month on NoFap without relapsing. And that's okay. If that's where you are, that is okay. 99% of men, or 99.9% of men, are not willing to even try NoFap. A lot of people laugh when they see that I make NoFap videos. But I know that deep down, they're curious. They're curious and maybe even envious because a lot of men are not able or willing to even try NoFap. Now, with that being said, okay, there's a difference between doing NoFap as a challenge and turning NoFap into a way of life. Now, what is the general litmus test? What is the barrier of entry to making NoFap a lifestyle? It's simple. NoFap becomes a lifestyle once you stop counting the days. If you're counting the days on NoFap, NoFap is still a challenge to you. NoFap is just a fad. It's a phase in your life that will pass at some point or another, and you'll go right back to your old habits, your old ways. But if you stop counting the days, NoFap becomes a lifestyle in the sense that it just becomes ingrained in your day-to-day life. And I liken it to working out. Okay, when you go to the gym, you simply live a lifestyle in which you work out. It's a part of your day-to-day life. That doesn't mean you go to the gym every single day, but you go to the gym. Okay, you're fit, you're healthy. In the same way, okay, a lot of people, when they relapse on NoFap one time, they reset their counter. They're back at day 0, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I understand it because I was once at that point, but if you really think about it rationally, logically, it doesn't make any sense to hold yourself to that standard. Okay, I understand if you're trying to overcome addiction and whatnot, but you have to understand that overcoming addiction is not about making it an all or nothing proposition. It's about ingraining it into your day-to-day life and at an even deeper level, your subconscious self-perception. You become a person who is on NoFap. It becomes a part of who you are, a characteristic that is foundational to the essence of your being. Now, how do you go about getting to that point? How do you go about turning NoFap into a lifestyle? Like I said, you have to stop counting the days. You have to stop counting the days. If you relapse, that's fine. Forgive yourself and move on. Because if you don't forgive yourself, and a lot of times you struggle to forgive yourself because you see that you're back at day 0. That's where a lot of that inner negative self-talk comes from. It's from seeing that day counter go from 60 to 0. But it doesn't work like that. If you've been in the gym 60 days and you suddenly miss one workout, guess what? That progress isn't all going to disappear overnight. It's not. Okay, and in the same way, you doing NoFap for 60 days is not going to suddenly disappear. It's not going to cease to exist because you relapsed one time. This is why me personally, I consider myself to still be on over a year of NoFap, even though I've relapsed probably a handful of times, the most recent of which being probably 90 days ago or so. Like I said, I don't count with the days. So you have to understand that NoFap is about the process itself. Okay, it's not about the end result. A lot of you guys are so enamored by the end result, which, let's be real, a lot of you guys, you're just doing NoFap because of the women attraction aspect. Realistically, that's why most of you are doing it. And if that's the reason why you're doing it, you need to be honest with yourself about that. Okay, because how can you forgive yourself if you're not being honest with yourself? You have to be honest with yourself about your core underlying intention so that you can then forgive yourself for having that intention and forgive yourself for failing to fulfill that intention. Because truth be told, you're pretty much shooting at clouds, okay? Because even though you may hit your intended target, you're never actually going to achieve it because the goal is constantly moving. NoFap is a lifestyle. There is no specific day that you hit when suddenly your whole entire mindset shifts, where you just have a sudden and profound paradigm shift. It's a gradual process over time. In the same way that when you go to the gym, you don't just have one day where you suddenly become swole. It's a gradual process over time, a gradual accumulation of results that create exponential compounding results over time. You cannot cheat this process, but the only way to get the most out of this process, to get that compounding and exponential effect, is to turn it into a lifestyle by not counting your days. You can't count your days on NoFap if you want to turn it into a lifestyle. Okay, so all the day counters, leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. It's not doing you any justice at all. Because think about it. When you get to 5 years on NoFap, which you will after watching this video, you're not going to tell yourself, oh, well, I'm on day 1,607. No, you're not going to say that. You're not going to say that, okay? If you do, I mean, hey, by all means, you do you. But if you find anybody who is on NoFap for that long, they're not counting their days like that anymore, bro. I promise you, I can assure you of that. They may have a rough estimate based on when they started, but generally speaking, they're not counting their specific days in the same way that you wouldn't count the days that you've been going to the gym. You simply go to the gym. Okay, you don't count the days that you've been eating healthy. You simply eat healthy. It's a lifestyle change. It's something that you do for the remainder of your life. It's not a 90-day challenge. It's not a year-long challenge. It is a lifestyle change. Now, how do you stop counting the days? The first thing that you need to do is you got to find your purpose. You got to find your purpose and you have to attack your purpose with full tenacity. You have to give it everything that you have. Now, I know a lot of you guys struggle to find your purpose, and I've made quite a few videos on my channel about how to find your purpose, but I'll just say this. If you have not found your purpose yet, look at the intersection between your gift and your passion. The thing that you are naturally gifted at and the thing that you naturally love to do. And sometimes those two things are the same thing, in which case your purpose is right in front of you. But if you haven't yet found that, find the intersection between the thing that you're gifted at and the thing that you're passionate about. For example, if you find that you're really, really good at writing and you love music, you should probably look into songwriting. It's just a logical, natural next step. It's the natural progression for you and your purpose. And that may branch off into other areas. Who knows? I can't tell you that. What I can say is that if you find the intersection between your gift and your passion, that is your purpose, at least in this present moment in time. Now, once you find your purpose, you need to give it everything that you have. Okay, you need to be at a point where you no longer think about NoFap. NoFap is not a thought in your mind anymore because you're thinking about your purpose. You are allocating that thought space to your purpose instead. I can personally attest to this. Okay, NoFap helped me propel my YouTube career as well as my writing career. And now those are the things that I focus on. I don't think about NoFap anymore unless I'm making a NoFap video. I think about making videos. I think about writing books. I think about providing value to you guys through my live coaching sessions and my content and my books and every other medium of expression that I'll ever tap into. That's what I think about. I don't think about NoFap. Just like I don't think about going to the gym. I just do it. Okay, that doesn't mean that I'm not mindful. I'm still mindful when I do these things. I'm mindful as I'm on NoFap. I know not to subject myself to certain types of temptation. I'm off of social media. I don't watch porn, things like that. But at the same time, it's a lifestyle for me. All of that comes with the territory. That's all a part of the lifestyle. NoFap is a package deal. You can't do NoFap and not be on your shit. You have to be on your shit in all aspects. How you do anything is how you do everything. So if you're struggling with NoFap, the chances are you haven't gotten those other aspects of your life together, specifically your purpose.